Hello everyone, it's MS Lakshan Siddharth and you're watching my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Before moving ahead, if you like my content, please do subscribe. So the thing that we're going to be discussing today is entirely about Hollywood, and we're going to be looking at 12 amazing facts about Hollywood. So Hollywood is the world's best, and I mean it, the world's best film industry, and it's an American film industry. It's the national film industry of the United States, and it started in 1887, which also makes it the oldest national film industry. And the golden era of Hollywood ranged from 1913 to 1968. So it is because of this golden era that Hollywood became global. Because before that, it was mostly only American, but right now we have artists from all over the world who are performing at Hollywood. So without wasting any further time, without further ado, let's go straight to the facts. So for the first one, let's start right at the bottom. Let's look at the first ever film made in Hollywood. It's called In Old California, and it was released on March 10th, 1910. It was shot entirely in the city of Los Angeles, and it talks about the Mexican population in LA. So yeah, that was the first film, and its duration again, only 17 minutes. So it's crazy to think that this 17-minute video, which right now it translates to a YouTube video that we watch, right? So this 17-minute video gave rise to one of the biggest film industries of all time, and it kind of led to all the great movies that we see now. So for the second fact, we have the movie Titanic, which is a very popular film. There's a high chance, there's a high probability that you watching this video must have seen that movie. So in that particular movie, which was directed by James Cameron, and it starred Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. So in that particular movie, there's a scene where Leonardo DiCaprio, he draws a portrait of Kate Winslet. So actually, the portrait was drawn by none other than the director of the film himself, James Cameron. He and Leonardo DiCaprio, they're both opposite-handed. So that particular scene had to be shot in the mirror image of that particular scene had to be shot to maintain the continuity, right? So that's another great fact about this movie Titanic, which is one of the highest grossing films of all time. The third fact is about Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is one of the greatest actors. That he's from Austria, and later gained American citizenship. So he's one of the most famous actors in Hollywood. And for Terminator 2, The Judgment Day, he spoke around 700 words in the entire film, and he charged about $21,428 for each and every word that he spoke, and he collected a paycheck of $15 million in that movie. So the next fact, the fourth fact, is about the movie Forrest Gump, which is one of my favorite movies. It was directed by Robert Zemeckis, and it stars Tom Hanks as the lead actor. In that movie, there's a particular scene, a cross-country running scene, where Robert Zemeckis, the director, and Tom Hanks, they pay money out of their own pocket, right, for that particular scene, and it turned out to be a masterstroke, a healthy investment, because Tom Hanks later won the best actor for that movie and collected home a healthy paycheck of $65 million. Let's go to the next fact, fact number 5. So it is in a movie called Gone with the Wind, where there's a famous line which says, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." So this particular line almost didn't happen because it was not in the script, because the word damn was kind of forbidden at that time. But all the stars aligned, and it ended up happening anyway, and the rest, as they say, is history. And it is one of the most iconic lines in Hollywood history. Let's go to fact number 6. So there's a concept called the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where all the great artists, right, actors, actresses, directors, musicians, their contributions are acknowledged, and they're designated a star. So if you're selected, right, you have to pay $40,000 to have your own star at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and it's the greatest honor that an actor could possibly imagine, right? But still, in order to get it, you need to pay $40,000 out of your own pocket. Right? So let's go to the seventh fact. And this is about the Hollywood sign, the famous Hollywood sign that we all see today, right? So in this particular fact, we're going to be discussing about the near bankruptcy that Hollywood almost had in 1978 because funds were not coming in and the Hollywood sign was almost taken down. But a group of celebrities in Los Angeles, they managed to save it, and again, the rest, as they say, is history. Let's talk about the Academy Awards now, better known as the Oscars among common people. The Academy Awards are the greatest. They're the pinnacle of the film industry. Like anywhere in the world, every actor dreams of winning at least one Oscar, right? So it's held every year in a place called the Dolby Theater in downtown Los Angeles, and this particular theater is very iconic, and this is where all the award shows are held. The first ever the first ever Academy Award show was held in a hotel, right, with around 270 participants. But now, people all over the world, they watch this award show. So let's go to the next fact. This is fact number 9, and it's about Walt Disney. So Walt Disney created the famous fictional character Mickey Mouse, as we all know, and the reality is that Walt Disney was actually afraid of mice, and also he was kind of sympathetic towards mice. And he himself said that his sympathy towards mice is why he chose a mouse and turned it into a fictional character that people love all around the world. Right. So the 10th fact is about a movie directed by Quentin Tarantino called Pulp Fiction. In that particular movie, a scene was actually shot backwards, because there's a particular scene where there's a character called Vincent Vega, and he is supposed to insert a needle inside the chest of another character, but fearing an injury, right, fearing the other character, the actor's health and the riskiness of the scene, the entire scene was shot backwards, and the reverse of the actual scene is what we see in the movie, right? So let's go to the 11th fact, and it's about Muhammad Ali, who has a star of his own in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and his star is the only star which is not on the ground, because he famously said that he doesn't want his name to be stepped on by anybody else, right? So, or rather the people who didn't understand his sacrifices. That's what he actually said. So in order to honor him, his Hollywood star of Walk of Fame, his star in Hollywood Walk of Fame was put in a wall separately, and his star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame is the only star which is not on the ground, right? Let's go to the last fact and let's conclude it. The Wolf of Wall Street, which was directed by Martin Scorsese, and it stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, Jonah Hill, and a great cast of actors. So that movie has the world record for the most number of cuss words used in a particular film. So that's the 12th amazing fact about Hollywood. So these were some of the facts that I was able to collect, and you might have known them, you might not have known them. So yeah, hit a like if you like this video, and see you all in the next video.